originally was going to put this on my new Formula One channel, but considering this, I haven't seen anyone in commentary comment on this. Maybe I don't know if it's because it's Formula One, but considering like, especially with stuff like Pokemon and Fedmice and just like all the Me Too stuff, I'm surprised no one. Granted, this was like a few months ago, but granted, this is about stuff like that. I'm surprised it's not getting talked about. So we have obviously for Formula One. For as you don't know, Haas, which is a Formula One team, they've signed two new drivers in Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. Now, Mick Schumacher, should I say any more? If you haven't guessed already, he's the son of seven-time world champ and my favorite F1 driver ever, Michael Schumacher. And he probably will be my favorite driver when he's in Australia when that comes around. So anyway, but we're not here to talk about Mick because Mick is a decent human being, unlike Nikita Mazepin, which I'm going to call him from now on in this video. So judging by what I am showing you on the screen, I wanted to, some of the stuff that Mazepin's done shows how terrible of a human being he is. I think, for example, the big one I'll leave for the end. He's punched Callum Ilott in the face a couple years ago after a free practice session in Formula 3 because like he held him up when he was on a quick lap. Okay, Mazepin, you can do no. That's not right. It's free practice as well. It's not like it was. I'm not defending it because you should never punch someone in the face. But obviously, you see, obviously with Verstappen and Ocon in 2018 in Brazil, or most of them getting into a fight because of what happened. And he's also made quite racist remarks from what I've heard about another F2 driver, Yuki Tsunoda, who's from Japan. And he's made some quite, from what I've heard, quite, racial, stuff, very racist stuff about, not Mazepin, Tsunoda. And also, as I learned out recently in a video, which I can't remember where I saw it from, he's also been homophobic to George Russell about his topless Instagram pics. So yeah, he is, as you can tell, the Mazepin's quite an awful human being. But what he did just before Christmas, I think, was the worst, and it definitely needs to be talked about. Not just in the F1 community, but just people need to talk about this in general because the fact that I'll get into the reasons why this guy has a seat, and I think a lot of things will become clear. So I'll get into these tweets. So Mazepin, for some stupid reason, decided to put on his public Instagram a photo of him inappropriately groping a intoxicated young woman in one of his, I think it was definitely one of his friend's cars. And he thought that was a good idea to post on Instagram. Now, I'll just move my curtain out of the way. Now, obviously, that wasn't a smart thing to do. And his apology, just like any apologies, are not even. Obviously, I give YouTube apologies a lot of shit, but even just some like any celebrity apologies, they're pretty garbage and could be thrown in the bin for all I care. And that's where Phil was saying with Mazepin. And for some stupid reason, we had some people on Twitter defending this because another YouTuber I follow who does F1, Kira Megan, posted just, and she retweeted someone who found these idiots defending Mazepin. So here we go. It wasn't sexual abuse; it was childish stupidity. Of course, he's wrong. Of course, he's wrong to post it online. But what you're proposing for is disgusting. Come to your senses, people. Remember your youth and stop pretending we're saying #we say yes to Mazepin, which goes against the #we say no to Mazepin, which has been going on for a good while and definitely started some shit. I would say definitely started some stuff in the F1 community. So let's break this down. It wasn't childish sexual abuse. Yes, it was. It was just childish stupidity. Your terrible Twitter take is childish stupidity. I also put that on my Twitter. Um, oh, hold up. I also put that on my Twitter. Saying that this was a childish take. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at the Brideriser. Um, come see me chat stuff about F1 or just some shit going on in the YouTube community. And he was the only one thing I agree with in this take is that he was wrong to post it online. Well done. So you do have a brain cell. Fester. I hope I'm saying that correctly. You probably only watch this video anyway because I'm too irrelevant. Stop pretending to be saints. It doesn't make any sense because I don't think anyone thinks they're perfect. Remember your youth. Well, I'm 21 and I haven't sexually abused anyone. In fact, I've been having a girlfriend because, well, just look at me. So yeah, I think because Mazepin's what 21, 22. If you don't understand at that age, that what he posted, not even what he posted on Instagram, but what he did, was very wrong. He's not been brought up properly by his dad. That's my opinion. Before the Mazepins decide to sue me, that's my opinion. All right. Um, if you think that if stuff like that, if you think stuff like that's okay, um, you haven't been taught properly and been told like this is a bad thing to do. We also have another one here who doesn't. Oh, I hate this. This is so bad. Who doesn't enjoy a good titty squeeze once in a while? I'm gonna Will M will WLM. I'm just gonna say it like that. You've clearly not had a girlfriend, mate, or had any contact with a female human being in your life. Clearly, by that. Look at on the history of F1 drivers and tell me how clean as a whistle. I can only assume that, judging on that, he's referring to James Hunt. The difference between James Hunt and Nikita Mazepin is that one. I think James Hunt. I really liked James Hunt mainly as a commentator. I didn't. Obviously, I'm too young. I was actually not even born yet when Hunt was racing, so I can only assume he's talking about James Hunt. Difference between Mazepin and James Hunt is that James Hunt was likable and charismatic. Yes, he did do stuff. If you go look on his ovals, he's got something which I'm probably not allowed to say on YouTube. Some S word Breakfast of Champions. That's funny. And the difference is, and another difference between Hunt and Mazepin is that everything that James Hunt did was consensual. That wasn't consensual. So yeah. So and then obviously the hashtag we see knows Mazepin, kind of supporting it by putting that in your tweet there, mate. We say yes to Mazepin. I doubt this got no traction whatsoever because everyone's agreeing. I say everyone, obviously by these two morons. Not everyone's agreeing, but you know. And what was this one? Correct. This is from the same guy before. Correct. What guy hasn't grabbed a handful too? Nikita is a young man who is learning about his sexuality. What? Excuse. Oh my god. God, you need to talk to some girls, man. I've got to be honest. You need to talk to some actual female girls because I guarantee no woman will agree with what you're saying, mate. If you do see this video, hello, feel free to get in contact with me if you want and defend your actions. I doubt it because as I've said before, I'm completely irrelevant on this platform at the moment. So, girls are constantly molesting men in nightclubs. Right. It's just part of growing up, dude. Have you got a brain in your head? Really, dude? Yeah, I think this might be part of my Twitter terrible Twitter take series now because obviously I've done a video on Jake Paul, but these two, my god, these are awful. I think Will M is going Will L M WLM. You're definitely up there. I don't know if you're worse than Jake Paul because, well, I don't know you. I haven't said that I don't know Jake Paul, but Jake Paul's content's terrible. Anyway, girls are constantly molesting men in nightclubs. Um, I don't think that happens in nightclubs because bouncers. Well, actually, I don't know because I've never been to a nightclub before. So what can I say about this? Um, he sees a young man who's learning about his sexuality. Dude, fuck off. Seriously, that's just. I can't believe you're actually defending this idiot. I can't believe you're defending Mazepin. It's this is painful. It's just so painful. I think that's the only two screenshots I've got. I should have got some more. Um, just yeah, you are these two. They're just morons, and Mazepin. I don't want Mazepin in F1. If you know they're gonna do the whole we races one, which is they've been doing that all of 2020. Um, they can throw that in the bin because obviously Mazepin's in F1 now, and I also think that Haas need to take some of the blame on this as well because I do believe it was yes, Christmas Eve, and I was on my break at work, and I saw that they had dealt with it privately, which I don't agree with, and I think a lot of people don't agree with. I believe Matt, who's the WTF1 presenter, disagreed with that because he shares the same views I do. The fact that that video was posted publicly, it should have been dealt with publicly, and it wasn't. And Haas have said they're not going. He's driving for them because his dad is a fucking billionaire and he has money. And Haas, unfortunately, F1 is not only a sport, it's also a business, and businesses need money. So yeah, that's basically why, in my opinion, has got the seat. If money didn't exist and I was in control of Haas, I would have had Callum Ilott in the seat. I think he deserves it way more than Mazepin. And I think that's all I've got to say on this, guys. And I shall see you in the next video. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.